Okay, so here we are with Charlie. Charlie's working really good with his food. Treat. When we have dogs in program and we're trying to work on training goals or we're trying to improve our dog's abilities, treat, or sometimes even just maintain their current level of progress, we're always kind of assessing how much do we feed the dog. I base that on three things. First of all, what does the dog physically look like? Does the dog look healthy? Does the dog look underweight? Does the dog look overweight? And that gives me an idea of how much to feed the dog. And then how enthusiastic is the dog to work for their food, for their kibble? Is the dog very eager to do things with their kibble, like do their commands, treat, come over when called? And then finally, how eager is the dog to work with their food in around distractions, or if they're stressed or they're really excited. And based on that, I'm going to adjust how much food I feed them, treat, and how I feed them. And so I may decide that, oh, this dog needs a certain percentage of their calories, treat, they need to get for working. And if I give them their food for free, they are not going to be eager to work for their food when I need them to when they get overwhelmed. And you could see two dogs here, both of whom treat have struggled with the same issue. Emma in the past actually used to get really scared and freaked out when she wouldn't take any food treat. And you could see Charlie's actually doing a really good job taking food right now. Good. So I'm going to just go over his commands with this prong collar, see how he does with it. Let's see. Down, no, down. Good boy. I purposefully brought Emma out here because Emma's in a really good headspace. Good, loves training. And I also wanted to see how Charlie would do without Marshmallow. I'd be curious to see how he does if Emma leaves. Emma, go to your place. No, place. Good. There is this fear that I see in Charlie sometimes where he's looking around, his ears are perked, you can kind of see it in his eyes. And I think maybe when he goes to like a daycare facility where there's just a bunch of stuff going on, they may not even see that because he's so excited about all the dogs there. But here, where things are slower, part of the reasons we have things calm and slow here is so we can really see what's going on with the dog. Good job, good. And really work with them on whatever they may be struggling with. Let's go. This way. Good boy. He's doing really good. Good. I'm really proud of him. I'm impressed how much he's working for his kibble. Good boy. Down. No. Down. Good boy. And now I'm going to see how he does with his remote collar. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Good. Really eager to work. That's what I like to see. So let's get his remote collar now and let's see how he does. Okay. So we're going to see where he's at with his remote collar, level 4. I think he's feeling that. He's at level 4. Come on. Good boy. Sit. Down. Uh-uh. Down. Treat. Go to your bed. Uh-uh. 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 Down. Good. So I was holding the button down the whole time. It's at level 4. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Good boy. Good job, buddy. He did really good there. He kind of, I think, thought he was in a downstay or he was in a stay on his bed, which we had worked on before. So I'm really impressed that he's going, yeah, that's what we worked on before. Come here, go to your bed. Good boy. Yeah, good job, buddy. Good. Let's go. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Yeah, and I'm really impressed too. There was a moment when I pulled Marshmallow away. Charlie wasn't sure what to do. Charlie, come. Yeah, treat. Nice. Go to your place. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. No. Down. Good. I'm at level 5. He's just distracted by Emma sitting over there looking at him. Or maybe he hears somebody in the neighborhood. Lies. Good boy. I'm gonna walk away, see if we can work on a stay there. Uh-uh. Go to your bed. We're at level 5 on the remote. We're holding the button down. Down. I'm gonna release it once he lays down. Good boy. Good. So it's cool. Him and Marshmallow both have a good foundation on the remote collar with low distractions. Marshmallow just for whatever reason probably ate too much food and isn't that hungry. Charlie's more motivated. Good boy. But if there was one dog I would say is more important to have hungry, it's gonna be him because he has that fear. Uh-uh. Fully no. Good. You know, it is interesting when you think about Marshmallow, how the other dogs deal with him when he's really big and clumsy and he gets in their space. Like they just immediately tell him no. And they don't really pet him or snuggle with him. So it's really easy for him to understand, oh, I'm big, I get in their space. They don't like it. They tell me no. But I think with us, it's a little confusing because sometimes he leans, he pushes on us and it's cute and we pet him. And then the next thing he's like pushing us over and then it's not as cute. I mean, it's still pretty cute, but I was trying to do something the other day and he just got in my space with his head and he would not move his head out of the way. And, I was thinking about that. Oh, yeah, he might get mixed messages because he's so sweet and probably gets pet a lot from having his big old head up in your space. Good boy. Good boy, Charlie. So, anyways, I digress. Charlie's doing amazing. Okay. I'm going to pull out Marshmallow now and see how he does working with Charlie at the same time on his remote collar. Just because he's down there, he wants to work right now. No, no, place. No, no, no. Good. I know people are going to say, but Eric, we don't have problems here. But the dogs, our problem is not that our dogs don't lay in a bed in the house. Our problem is that the dogs, you know, do whatever that they do. Uh-uh. Down, and I'll deal with that. I'm going to take them out in public. Down in high distraction environment. But what I've been doing so far is just working with them on the basic stuff around the house. Uh-uh, down. And I'm trying to figure out, is there anything in that basics department we could work on and improve that's going to be less stressful than having the dog overwhelmed or us overwhelmed or fearful? No, down. And are there basic skills we can start working on mastering that are going to help us get to that point where they're not doing the things that really bother us? For sure, definitely. And you could see here, even just a basic thing like me putting him in his bed there and walking away to go get Marshmallow, that's a challenge for him. I want to do small challenges. I mean, these dogs are like 2 to 5 year old children, so little challenges over time will build up their confidence. Challenge that's too big over and over again, and they're going to tune you out. No, and you could see what happened right here. Just the challenge of him coming out, and this guy broke his command. I'm not going to yank on his collar, but I am going to put him back in his bed and work with him on that now. Charlie, go to your bed. No, Charlie, go to your bed. No, you see how I'm using my body to put him in his bed? No, down. No, no, and no, no. And we'll be giving the family handouts on, these guys talking about multi-dog households. And as time's gone on, we've seen that when people have multiple dogs, this is very common where the dogs start to distract one another with each other. And you're doing like I'm doing right here, playing whack-a-mole. No, where I'm trying to work with Marshmallow and then he does something, and then I'm trying to work with him and then he does something. So you could see right now, I mean, I'm pretty much demonstrating in real time why it's so important to have a tie back and to have a place to tie the dog back. Because me doing this right now, think about how much attention I've just given the boys for them ignoring me, being obsessed with each other, and just tuning me out. I have food right here. But Charlie now no longer really cares about the food. He wants engagement with his brother. This is why that house rules and structure is so important, or getting the dogs into a regular program like here, where we're really working with them on being calm around other dogs and not constantly looking to other dogs to figure out what to do, because it kind of sometimes comes at our expense. So what I have to do now is I got to move his bed to a place where I can tie him back. Come on, dude, because he's just going to keep getting out of here. And then I'm going to keep going back there and I'm not going to be training him. In fact, I'm going to be untraining him. So I immediately put him on this bed, tie him back. And now, at the very least, if he gets up, he's not going to wander over and follow me with Marshmallow. And we'll change the camera so you can see what's going on now. Yes. Charlie, no. Go to your bed. No. No. Go to your bed. No. Go to your bed. Good. Charlie, down. Uh-uh. Down. No. No. Down. Down. Marshmallow just lays down too. No. No. Down. No. No. Down. No. Down. So I have to start wondering, is it that he is a goldfish? Or is it that he's not the type of dog that working with him around another dog is going to give him what he needs to succeed? Is he telling me right now, hey man, down, for me to focus on you when there's another dog around and it's a dog I'm close to? No, down. That's really, I get overwhelmed really easily by distractions. Because to me, that's what I'm seeing with him now is him just saying, well, man, what it was just me and you, and we put that one-on-one attention in and the distractions were low level distractions, I was doing good. But now that it's higher level distractions and he's here and you're distracted by him, man, I don't know what to do. And I have to tell him here, no, I'm not putting you in a situation where I don't have the time or the energy to help you succeed right now. I have the time and the energy, so I'm going to show you what I want you to do, which is just stay there. If you can see him, can you see him? Yeah. So, but that's basically it. I think I'd probably, um, believe it or not, that would kind of be the end of a session. The whole thing is to get the dogs to associate training with success, training with pay attention, and it all makes sense. You look up at me, I say something, you do it, it makes sense, the stress goes away. No, no. Is that level 9 on the remote? No. Go to your place. No. Place. No. No. I wouldn't correct him here. I believe he's overwhelmed. No. 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 And you could see his remote now. He's not understanding the remote. No. Down. So, I mean, what he's showing me is he's just saying, hey, man, when they're stressed, when I am stressed, no, nope. I have to stay really calm here. No, down. When I am stressed, I cannot focus. I cannot perform. My brain struggles to focus. So I need to practice training under small amounts of stress so that eventually, when it's a high level of stress, I can succeed. But when I start feeling stressed, and this is actually at the last video I did with him after the video ended, this is what ultimately happened, where after about 15 minutes, he got overwhelmed by the sounds he was hearing. It's physiological. He just can only focus for too long. And the more we put a dog like him in over his head and over threshold, the more that once he gets in that place where he's stressed, he's not going to know how to get and snap out of it and reset. The more we work with him at a lower level of stress where we kind of expose him a little bit and then he resets and he gets better, the more eventually at some point he'll be able to get freaked out and then he'll be able to reset and be calm again. But every time we take him out where he gets stressed and he doesn't come back down again to calmness again, um, that puts us in one direction. Every time we take him out, he gets stressed and he calms back down again. That puts us in another direction. The goal is to have the dog, anytime that they do get stressed when we're out with them or even in the home, that they can calm back down again and that eventually they're not even getting stressed by the thing. but we don't want to keep stressing the dog out and have them linger or stay stressed and kind of calm down. Um, or, every time they see the thing, they keep getting stressed. We want them to, when they see it, they get stressed and then they calm down to the point where if they see it again, it's less stressful to them. Hopefully that makes sense. But believe it or not, I mean, this is it. This is the work. It's like watching paint dry. It's really boring to just make a little challenge and then go, yep, you're going to succeed. And I have to stay really calm, not get frustrated. So I am going to take them out in the real world, but I wanted to first build this foundation with them in a calm environment and show them, hey guys, look, I'm going to set you up in a calm environment where everything's predictable, where I have control over everything. And I'm going to see where you're at, see how you respond to the training tools, see how you respond to the food, my relationship with you. And then I will take you out in public, but I want to see how you do together, see how you do separate. And it's obviously tough because in some ways Marshmallow helps him. Marshmallow's so calm, so trusting, so confident. It helps Charlie. But then in another level, Marshmallow is aloof and in his own world and kind of just in Marshmallow land, which is part of the reason we love him. But that's kind of confusing to Charlie because Charlie, just ends up following Marshmallow, and Marshmallow's not really listening as much as he could. So, bottom line, though, I mean, the boys are doing really good, but it's a challenge. You guys are doing incredible considering it's 3 dogs, 2 kids, and a healthy marriage. You're doing amazing.